Hello?
What's up?
What's up with you, man?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. We're waking up. We're woken up. I
Yeah.
ate, It's ready to go.
So,
You didn't have all that much time available, I saw.
yeah. I'm gonna need to go soon, but we have some time.
Busy with the army?
No, I'm going out with the family.
Ah, I see. That's on yeah, because weekends, you actually have time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you have some time to play in between guard duty or
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Um, and you're kind of looking for what to prioritize on the little bit of time that you have available to play.
Yes, correct.
So how much time would you say that is, and like how big are those clumps of time that you have?
Mm, Usually from Thursday to like Saturday, I'm home,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously not all of the time I can play. I would say like 6 or 7 hours a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
8, yeah, something like that.
Okay. And you have yeah. What level are you at now?
My Kanna is 255.
255. Okay. And are you sure you want to like continue with the Kana, or are there other classes that you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have like 222 Demon Slayer,
Mm-hmm.
which is very close to soloing Lotus and Damien.
Mm-hmm.
He's been sitting there for a while. He's like 15, 16k stat. And I have like 220 Fire Poison
Mm-hmm.
with like 10, 12k stat, which is doing CRA, which I really like both of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how far I can go with them.
Right. Yeah. But
Obviously, the canon nerfs kinda shitty class now.
I mean, I think they're still fine, but you definitely have to adjust from all the other classes were, brought up a lot to try to
Yeah,
achieve the same level of where like Kana and Adele and those classes were. So it's not as easy to just say like, oh, this class is obviously way better. And yeah, for the classes who were ahead, that means that everyone catches up to them. But for the people who are behind, it's nice.
I still like the class, but
Mm-hmm.
it's different now.
Yeah. And okay, so to which extent would you say like you still want to? Is there still stuff you want to get to on Akana that you haven't done yet?
I mean, Darknell is 265, right?
He's level 265, but I believe at 255 you can enter the boss
Yeah,
fight.
I know I can go into him, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously not deal damage.
Yeah, no, especially if you're trying
Uh,
to solo, that's not gonna go over well.
yeah. I guess like soloing Gloom, maybe a Vihila party,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Darknell, I don't know.
Yeah, just like a full Tenebris, normal Tenebris party, basically. Or, I
Yeah,
guess for Fihila, normal, or it's always hard for Fihila.
yeah,
Doesn't make any sense to do normal there. Yeah, okay. So Varicella, hard Varicella, and normal Gloom, normal Darknell. Have you tried already, like, normal Gloom? Like, how far you get there?
I haven't tried to solo. I've doed it with Saftis
Mm-hmm.
like a long time ago, but I have some more damage now.
You see, a long time ago, is like back when Softies was like 260, or
Yeah, when
yeah,
we were kind of even.
now he's like 275.
Yeah, everyone just
Yeah,
is so far.
and when it comes to like hard Damon and hard Lotus, have you tried that? Like, how close are you to that?
Oof, no, I haven't tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 33k stat, I think, but
Okay, yeah.
that's with Upsos and Scuffed gear.
Yeah, yeah. You've got the arcanes, but they're not like
Yeah,
taken into use yet, or not all of them yet.
yeah. I'm gonna after I'm doing this week bossing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have like 20 bill. I'm gonna save up for I think 5, 10, 15 is gonna be smarter
Mm-hmm.
than dump it on the arcanes.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there's you're definitely going to get into the point now where those bosses are definitely like, I think that is within reach, especially once you start like approaching 40k stat and going slightly above that. Like the Hardamian, Hard Lotus for like solo, and then like normal Gloom for solo would be possible as well. Then Dark Knell you probably want to do in a small party, or just you know suffer. And then Varishilla for party. But anything past that is going to be, with the limited amount of time that you have, is going to be like months or like
it's gonna be very
year. Yeah, because most of it is going to rely. The easy stats that you can get is like the stats in Cernium, but then you need to be 260, 265, 270 to get to those symbols. And even then, you need to be able to do the dailies every single day. And if you can only do them like 3 days out of the week, it's gonna take a long time for those to level.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely get like 1 or 2 easy levels, but after that, it slows down very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder.
So at that point, if you still want to feel progress, I mean, because even if you get those levels, what you're really doing is like hoping to start Black Mage and then just enter like Pitch Boss waiting room, you know? So there's not all that much to do there either. So at that point, if you still feel like there's other classes that you enjoy, probably will be the goal to like start slowly like fleshing that out. I mean, Fire Poison and Demon Slayer are obviously in very good positions, very strong classes.
Yeah, both of them are very good.
Demon Slayer seems to only get even more buffs, so that seems to have a bright future. Fire Poison is going to get reined in a little bit, because they're a little bit overtuned at this point, but they're still going to be very solid.
Yeah, which is fair. It's very OP.
Yeah. I was doing Ice Lightning, and it's kind of ridiculous how strong it is now.
Is also good.
Yeah. So it makes sense. But we're hopefully getting closer and closer to the point where just all the classes are good, right? So it doesn't really means that there's no real bad choices, which is nice, I think. Yeah, I mean, the harder part might be to make sure that you could set up with a weekly boss party and stuff. Make sure that that's secure for the Kanna. And I don't know, we could probably...
I also don't have a party for Will and Lucid, but I think I'm strong enough to get one, because I was in one party.
Yeah, you know, you definitely are. I mean, it kind of contributes a whole lot to a party still.
Yeah.
As long as you know the mechanics and you're over 30k stat, you could definitely contribute.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be a problem. And most parties run in weekends anyway, right? So that shouldn't be
usually.
like it's not anyone else's business what you do during the week, as long as you show up on the weekend and do your thing, right?
Yeah, as long as I'm gonna be there, yeah.
Exactly. So that should be fine. Anyone in chat or anyone in the guild can do that. Are you still in the guild?
Yeah, my Kanna is.
Your Kanna is, yeah.
I think Noah kicked me like 4 times.
Yeah. With all the cleanses.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
I see you have at 42 characters for Legion. So did you manage to get a little bit of extra levels out of the Legion change?
Oh yeah, definitely got some.
Easy 6k. 8k is very doable now, but yeah, of course it depends on how much time you have to play. But with the extra 2 characters, it's really made like 7.5 to 8 a lot easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just gonna be a long-term process with burns and stuff, right?
Yeah, I usually do all the burns.
Are the Demon Slayer or Fire Poison also in any guild with some guild skills, or no?
The Fire Poison in the Scardor skills.
Okay, yeah.
The Demon Slayer doesn't really need it for the bosses that it does, so...
It just blows it up anyway.
Yeah, it's so strong.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so like a little bit of Flag and Culvert is all we need to keep those guild skills, so that should be doable during the weekend, right?
Yeah, definitely. I also have the Night Lord, which is capable of doing CRA, but it takes him a little bit of time, so I'm not doing it always.
Yeah, that's like a if you have time kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to have backups if you want to do something crazy, but I mean, you have enough projects on your existing characters, so it's not like you're looking for something to spend money on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. We got your coins. All right. Well, we can mostly look at the progress. I guess your matrix is pretty much decked out, right?
It's kinda dirty, but
is it not like, are the boost nodes not set up well, or?
Not really, but it's fine. Like, it gets the job done, I guess.
How many boost nodes do people end up with? They end up with 6 usually, right? So you went for 5 setup, or?
I'm not sure. It's very messy. Either I'm gonna redo everything or just like trying to use it scuffed,
I see. I
which
see.
for now it works.
But you have 2 of most of them, or do you have some 3s in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
And do you only have one Ninetail
I think I need
Duder?
one more Yuzumi and Nighttail Fury.
You have 2. Oh, that's the bottom right of the second from the top left. That's the Vanquisher, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't know which one it would be. Oh yeah, so you zoom out. I mean, yeah, if you get extra slots, then you can equip more. For now.
Yeah, definitely. When you don't drain, boost nodes are a rare thing.
Yeah, Mana Overload is nice, of course, but you have to be used to playing with it, right? When you're mobbing, it's pretty easy, just
Yeah,
free
it kills you.
free damage, but when you're bossing, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Luckily, you can recharge your mana now without costing anything, right? That's free, so that's it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Can always slam that. Yeah, but I guess you probably at the point now where you mainly want to kind of like save your nodes for the other characters to see if you can push them a little bit further.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
I guess, yeah, if you
I had like 120 nodes and I somehow got like perfect nodes for the fire poison.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's always a good start.
Yeah.
All the explosion stuff going on, all the flame waves.
Dude, it's so crazy.
A lot of stuff going on. You're just hopping onto the next wagon, you know? From Kanna to fire poison.
Yeah.
See which one is next.
I like them OP.
You like OP, yeah. It does mean that you kind of... The downside of that is that you kind of have to move when the balance shifts. If you play something that's just, you know, because you really like the playstyle.
Well, I never played Fire Poison before the change, so I only played it after it and I really liked it. So I like the playstyle. The damage, of course, is a big bonus.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people were like that for Shadower. They were like, oh my god, Shadower is so OP. And then I was talking to some Shadowers and they're like, playstyle didn't really change all that much. Like, it didn't really get all that much stronger. It just got more solid. And then, you know, how they changed some stuff. But it's still very similar as a class. But now somehow everyone's like, oh, it's OP. But I think a lot of time people just needed to take the time to actually try the class. And then they probably could find that they actually liked it way more than they thought they did. Because, I mean, there's so many classes.
Definitely.
A lot of time you just have to go off of what other people are saying. If other people are saying it's annoying, then people are like, oh, that's the annoying class, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah.
Sadly, you can't play all of them. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, do you feel confident that the Matrix will work itself out?
Yeah, one day I'm gonna get it together. But yeah, as I said, now for now it just does the work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, whether you use Mana Overload or not, that's just up to you. But I mean, it is final damage, so I would advise to get it in there somewhere.
Yeah. I can unlock one slot maybe with Messos.
Yeah. Because right now you're at the point where your leveling is going to be super slow, right? So
yeah,
you're going to get relatively high value from an extra slot if you buy it now. Because it's not like you're going to unlock it next week anyway. It's going to take a while, so
yeah, obviously.
you'll get good value out of it, I think. Probably would support that. Okay. Yeah, Legion is mostly going to be burns for you, right? Because you don't really have the time to sit there and grind all day every day.
Do we know when we're gonna get the big burn, like the 250 burn?
It seems like it's already going to be in November somewhere, like mid-November. The release schedule for the winter update seems very early, but of course we'll have to wait and see when the exact dates are. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be early in the year. That's also when they're removing the Julieta and the...
Oh yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. And what's the other one? The Alien PQ.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the weird drinks one, right? I don't know what it's called.
That one was removed in JMS, but that one was not announced to be removed in GMS so far.
Oh, okay.
The Interstellar Detectives.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that is getting pretty close to that. So maybe maybe do get those rings just in case. But they're basically just getting rid of content that isn't in all the regions, specifically that isn't in Korea, and then content that's kind of dead that people aren't really using. So
Yeah,
you know,
which I get.
to unload some bad game vibes. Have you noticed how they changed the L for Legion to the U again for Union in the in the Matrix
Oh.
in the Legion UI? Yeah, like the coin and the thing somehow got changed, but they probably don't care enough to to go in there.
Yeah, it's just going with the flow, whatever it goes.
Yeah, sometimes you just you just want to go with the current and not swim against it too much. You're like,
Yeah.
we're just going over here now, I guess. The PP shovel. Yeah, Legion build is interesting, but I mean it's within the the limits, so it doesn't really matter where exactly the pieces are.
Yeah, because I move them for sometimes some training and like other mules need more crit. Like some of them need more ID, so I just move them around. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah, you don't have that one setup that's just like full because you're not
Yeah.
like 7.5, not 8k yet. Yeah.
Soon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the main thing, right? It's you have already all the space, but you get to fill it out way more. Extra characters, but specifically all the blocks getting bigger is a huge thing, because I imagine there's a bunch of non-200s in there now as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So all of that adds up together. But yeah, that's a longer process for you because of the time you have available. Still too much priority in the main characters.
Yeah, there's so much things to do, and like when I get home, just rushing and everything. Okay, 2 bossy mule today, 1 tomorrow.
symbols. As much as possible. Yeah, arcane power is gonna be like per time that you spend.
I'm not even maxed on the Kanna, and that character is like 2 years old.
Yeah, is it only 2 years old?
I think so.
Okay.
This account is pretty new.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a entry log for every single person in the chat, so I don't know exactly when you started.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And do you have anything in terms of familiars or no?
Oh yeah, I forgot to put them. I've I have the heals that drops and 130 ID and 120 boss. On the Kanna.
130 ID, 120 boss. Oh, you were around during the release?
No, I got them from what's it called? The one with the big bottle.
The big battle?
The gloom area. How it's called? I forgot. Moonbridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. While training them, I got them.
Wait, so you have 120 boss. It's 40%, or what do you mean?
No. One familiar with 20% boss.
Okay.
One with 30% ID.
Okay, and then you have the large drop rate, or do you have like the old spider?
I have large drop rate. I don't have the spider.
Okay, that's very good. And then any healing ones, like
Yeah, I
healing?
have some big heals for party for me.
Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, so not like, I mean, I guess you would be training in Limina if you do train, so you can make more uniques and see if you can muscle up some more boss and IED.
Yeah.
Big chunk IED would always be nice for Kanna, of course.
Yeah.
Those 40% can be put to use.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you don't have like your stat window, but I'm assuming for crit you're at 100%, and your ID is where's your ID at?
I forgot to put it down. I think it's like 92 visual, 93 visual. It's pretty good.
Yeah, kind of always struggling a little bit there.
Yeah.
And
That Damien shield I stole from Noah.
Yeah. It's for Anvil. Yeah. For Noah.
Yeah,
I see.
Obviously.
You gotta gift it to Noah?
Just remind him that I scammed him.
Oh, did you yoink it from his run?
Kinda.
Kinda. That sounds like a yes.
I was really excited. It was really shiny, you know.
Yeah. You thought it was a hat or?
Yeah. It was a weapon.
Yeah.
Then, oh, suddenly it's a secondary.
Uh-oh, wrong weapon, yeah. It's a weapon, just a secondary one.
Yeah.
And you get a pap mark, so that's at least a future project you can always dump some resources
yeah, and it's
into.
ready to transpose 6 and 60. I was told it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good. Do you have the dineros for that?
I have some. I still need to do some commercial runs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's 10 per attempt, so up to 100 dineros a day, right? Can
And
really
CPQ
quickly
get,
disappear.
like 20 more, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you've already tapped some things past 17. Most of the stuff is still at 17.
I had like 2 21s, but you gotta get them 22s.
Well, not in your situation. I would say you gotta get 21s first, so
yeah.
and then build out more 21s, and then if you have more money.
A lot of impulsive choices.
Yeah. That can set you back.
Yeah.
Always,
I have a lot of backups for belts and dominators
and
earrings. And
earrings.
Obviously Kanna rings.
Yeah, and rings.
I have like 20 of those.
Yeah, okay, nice. Okay.
And I'm still cubing and flaming the arcanes with the one that I get from the weeklies. The cubes and flames that I get from weeklies.
Yeah, because you don't have really anything else to flame, right? Because your weapon is a good flame.
Yeah. Mostly it's star forcing now.
Mm-hmm. Are you using the Absalab as your second fan, or?
No, I think I've put it in there.
Let me scroll.
It's an arcane one.
Oh yeah, here.
I think it's like only 12 stars.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's pretty good.
30 boss potential, of course.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, I think it has tier 6 magic attack. Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you want,
My
right?
slabs are cheat, but I'm not really focusing on them now.
No, exactly. That's the next step,
Yeah.
is just moving those out. So no upgrading on that required whatsoever. That's fine. Might be a bit, but we do have, since you're thinking more in like a longer jumps of upgrades and stuff, we should have a no boom room coming with the Night Troop at the end of the year. So that could help you for projects like, trying to get the Arcane Fan up to 17 eventually, things that aren't super priority, but that you definitely still want to do at some point.
Yeah.
So that might be something to keep in mind for that. That should be that should be October already
update?
then. No, it should be before the winter
Oh.
update. Yeah. So it should be October, last part of October, early November, something like that.
The unfortunate thing is, it's hard to me to utilize sunny Sundays because on Sundays I go to the army.
Yeah.
I just need to wake up real early and
Really
start
early,
my
do it
shit.
before you leave. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's the no boom room, it should just be available during a certain period.
Yeah.
During the
usually
event, not connected to Sunny Sunday, but yeah, it's more like the 5, 10, 15s that you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't get home at all, right? You're just like gone the whole week and you only come back on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not like that other guy. Was it Crispal who were just sitting on his laptop between while he's on duty? Playing
I have one dude with a laptop in the base. Sometimes I'm doing like weeklies if I don't have enough time in.
You bribe him with some cigarettes for computer time. But yeah, that's something to consider. Okay, yeah, we can look at the pieces. I mean, like, yeah, the Papulatus are transposing. You just need to get enough dineros, right? Once you have that, then that's a pretty straight line upwards from where you are now. So that means that the current monocle doesn't need any work at all. So that slot is taken care of. I see you have like a batch with like drop and mezzo. That's basically 9 of those pieces are like drop mezzo combination. Then there's a few extra drop ones, or
the Zakum accessories and the pink bean mark, both of them are hybrids. Machinator is drop, Dominator is meso, the one from Monster Park is drop. Bottom 3 rings from the left are drop. Next to those 2 is meso.
Yeah. So you can make full drop mezzo, or you what do you make, like 5 and 6?
I think so.
If they're hybrid, right? So 11 total lines.
Yeah.
And then you can go a little bit higher on drop if you're purely doing bosses.
Yeah.
So you got like
Exactly.
7 or 8 lines. Yeah. And you got the large
And the
drop
familiars.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the coupons that you always have enough coins for, right? Because you
Yeah.
don't have enough time to spend them all.
That's the
So
big plus with not playing a lot.
yeah.
So many Legion coins. I think I have like almost 10,000.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. So you can always always utilize that. That's good. That's good. Especially if you get to do some dailies or weeklies on the side characters as well. You know, chance for the dominators, that kind of stuff. Always maximize on that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay. Is it the 7-day monster parker that you have?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, yeah. So the shoe stays where it is. The tattoo. So you're familiar with the addition with the Dawn set and everything?
I know that it's there. I don't know how to get the items beside the ring from slime.
Yeah. So you know about slime and how to do that, and as a boss that it exists and
I'm
everything.
clearing it, but I still haven't got it.
Yeah. That's another thing that people will do at a certain point, is to do like Chaos Slime parties.
Yeah.
And that's like roughly at the... It's definitely like a step further than like
Yeah, I
Hard
think
Lotus,
after I'm
Hard
gonna get
Damien.
Arcanes, I'm gonna be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
With, like in a party.
Yeah, when you're talking about like Varicilla party, at the same time like a Chaos Slime party, that would be like the same composition basically at the same point to definitely do those. And yeah, hopefully, you know, the luck, quote unquote, of you not playing for a while, hopefully a lot of other people have already gotten their slime stuff, so they might not need it anymore. So hopefully that puts you higher in the in the loot list. But the idea is to get the Twilight Mark from Hard Lucid and Hard Will and the ring together. Then you have to make the ring into the Dawn set, because by default it's going to be part of the boss accessory set.
You
but
transpose it, right?
No, you get like a scroll that you can get from the NPC, and it changes it to the other set bonus.
Oh, nice.
And then you get the 2 set bonus, which gives you an extra 10% boss damage and extra stats at 2 set already. So that's
big.
Yeah, that's really big. The question is, how far do you... You know, the thing is, like, do you want to get it to 17 and then immediately equip it? Or, you know, do you want to send it further on Star Force first before it's like a significant upgrade and then equip it?
Oof, I don't know. Well, first of all, I'm gonna need to get a party and all of that, and then I can... Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just wait and see.
Yeah, and see where you are on the loot table and everything.
Yeah, but
yeah. Because with the mark, I think... most people, by the time you get the mark, just getting a 17 usually doesn't cut it anymore, right? You're doing Hard Lucid, Hard Will. Most of the time people already have like 19-star stuff at least. So that means that they're probably going to try to send the mark either to 21 or to 22 before they, you know, really take it into use. And then it's a significant upgrade.
Is it usable at 17? Like,
yeah, it can be because of set bonus. Like, if you have a 17 tattoo, then a 17 mark with a set bonus will definitely be an increase, because it's also flame advantage, right? It's like a little bit lower on potential, but set bonus and flame advantage, so it goes beyond Sweetwater Tattoo, but not that big of an upgrade. So, and then it's like, if you get another one, what do you do? Do you then try to tap the original one, or do you tap the other one to see if it goes higher? And then if it does, do you redo the potential? Right, it gets a little bit weird there.
Yeah,
it's kind of like with Superior at 20 stars. If you transpose, like, do you do the potential at 20 stars? If you do, then, you know, do you then tap to 21? What if it booms to 21? Then you're fucked, right? Like, do you wait for like 12 backups to do it on the item itself, or do you transfer hammer again but then lose the potential that you spent money on? That's a little bit the issue there.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are your options, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need to wait and see.
Yeah, you got stuff to work on, right? You got the transposing stuff, and you're working on your arcane, so you could also, if you're doing it for a while, and other people get lucky with the Twilight marks.
Make a lot of the potentials as well.
Yeah.
Move into 3 lines.
Well, for 3 lines, I would say for a lot of stuff, I would work on the Star Force first. Like, I wouldn't work on 3 lines until you see a raise at like at least 21, I would say.
Yeah.
So there's no super rush for that. And you got, no ID on there. What does this say? What is this? Did you write this in Hebrew? What are these letters?
I think it's bruh, but like
bruh.
because I tapped it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I see the potential is not great.
Yeah, I've just noticed this now, like as I took the picture.
I see, yeah. Oh yeah, that's sometimes a good thing about just taking inventory of your account, that you're like, oh, what the fuck, yeah.
Yeah. Yo, this shit is messed up.
I don't remember I had this shitty item, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it means mark is low, CRA is high, but then again, yeah, like you said, 5, 10, 15, you want to be waiting for. Yeah. The question is for your...
Do we know when we're gonna get one?
No, there's not an announced one, but there
what
isn't...
about 30% off?
There's only a 1+1 in this batch, but it's a small batch, so I would say the chance is like 95% that there's at least like a 30% off or a 5, 10, 15 in the next batch, but don't know which one.
Yeah.
If it's a 30% off, you can definitely use it to get your CRA up to, sorry, not CRA, the Arcane up to 15, and then hold there. And if it's a 5, 10, 15, I'd probably just use the 5, 10, 15 to do it the whole way through.
I'm getting like 4 to 5 bill a week from weeklies and some little training. So that's nice. I have like almost 20 bills saved up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's gonna be fine for the arcanes.
Yeah, and then hopefully everything, like once everything is 17 and like transposed, right, and then everything to 17, then I would just hold on like money again until Ignition update, and hopefully we'll get in December or January or something another Shining Star Force event.
Yeah, that one was big. I just missed it.
Yeah, unfortunate, yeah. But it seems like KMS is doing it on the big events now, so that would save a lot of money
Hopefully
for going like 17 and 18 to 21 on the CRA.
Yeah, that's gonna be big.
And depending on how much you have, like you wanted to go for that, and also maybe go for the superior backup stuff, right, to 21 and then transfer into 20.
Yeah, I think I can buy like 2 or 3 backups now from Golux. Trying to do it as a daily when I'm home.
Yeah, to tap the 20 to 21, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's, if you could do that on a lot of equips, even if the potential, like, quote-unquote, gets ruined, it'll still be, like, an upgrade. And then once you get the potential fixed, then it'll be a huge upgrade. But then you have time to work on the potential, and the jump will still mean that it's an upgrade, so you don't have to worry that much.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, you've got one more event ring. The beauty about the event ring as well is that you can basically also wait until, like, you know, you like tap a 21 Kanna treasure ring, or if you can make Meisters, if you can make a high Star Force Meister, and if you can make
or
that...
just wait for the slime ring, either this
slime.
or that, and then it's gonna be like a Meister drop.
Yep. Slime is the same thing kind of as the mark though. Is like, are you gonna go for a 17 slime, and then
that's right.
it's like a small upgrade with the set bonus, or, you know, do you wait until
like
all the other rings? Well, yeah, so if you have access to a lot of slimes, you can try to upgrade the slime. If you don't, what you can do is just wait until you have like 21 Kanna treasure, 21 Meister, another 21 Kanna treasure into the 20 superior taps, and then if you can buy another superior, do the whole jump into 20 slime or 21 slime, what you want to do at that point. The question is more like, by the time you have enough, you know, you have that resources and that's your next project, if you have enough backups, you can try on the slime. If you don't, you know, the whole tapping way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably after, it's after the arcanes, after the CRA, after the tapping all of the superior stuff from 20 to 21. So
yeah, now it's like more of a waiting game and see what happens.
And if in between
still,
you
like,
get bored.
I don't think I've played for like almost a full year, like actively, and now like I'm logging in. Oh, that's nice, like chilling with the boys and doing some weeklies, leveling a bit. It's nice.
Yep. I mean, potential on the glove is nice, so that's good. It's good to look forward to.
Yeah.
That will also mean that you get that extra matrix slot available, right?
Yeah. I think on my glove now I have decent.
Speed infusion.
Yeah, speed infusion.
So just swap those out. Yeah, speed infusion.
I have both of them.
Very similar potentials on the.
Yeah.
Just the other decent skill, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Do you find a big difference with speed infusion with your combos and?
Honestly, I've had it for so much time, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've just an auto buff.
Yeah,
So I
auto
don't know.
buffs,
Don't
yeah.
really notice it.
By the way, if you have the other stuff on auto buff, you can also choose to just not level your decents anymore.
Yeah.
And just extract the skill nodes if you want to.
Yeah.
You got the emblem, the potential. Yeah, it's just
When do
mainly
you
a
go
lot
on, like, for a 3-line emblem? I don't think I'm quite there yet.
That's probably like if you have like 35 bill in reds available.
Okay.
Probably when everything is like 21 or close to 21.
Yeah.
That's probably when it's
I mean,
a good move.
it's pretty nice potential for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least the third line is doing something, you know. Ideally, you want some IED there, but
Yeah, ideal 3rd-line magic attack, but
yeah,
does the job now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people go for a 3-line magic attack. They want to. I mean, they still need an ID line either on their weapon, which is not ideal, or like get at least one huge ID familiar or 2 ID familiars to make up for the difference.
Yeah. Now that 30% ID familiar is doing the job for me.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah. It's keeping you afloat. But the further you go into the game, the more you want to go closer to like 94, 95, 96, 97 maybe even, right? On IED. So there's definitely at least one more source that you can need if you're going for higher level stuff. Not even talking about like Saren and and Kalos, of course, but but you have party synergies and stuff, right? So hopefully that gives your functional IED to higher than like closer to the 95. Hopefully.
Usually, does like Kanna players go for 3rd-line ID on emblem?
Yeah.
Or like magic attack?
Well, whichever one they get, and then if you get attack, you build around that. If you get IED,
I guess
that's...
you're not gonna reroll a 3-line magic attack if you're gonna get it.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's basically just like full IED familiars, and then one of those familiar slots is basically taking up a boss damage slot, and then you exchange magic attack for boss damage, basically, which, you know.
So, either one I get first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Wow, OLL is in the chat.
OLL is in the chat. Oh my god. I've actually seen him once.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's a reunion, the reunion stream. OLL and Cheval in the same stream.
We literally live in the same neighborhood, what the fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as you can keep your income going, and you can get a nice event, and you're slowly getting the resources, you know, to get the flames a little bit better on the arcane, that'll be a big increase compared to what you have now. Then it'll just be saving for 15, get the CRA up. I'd probably focus on like 21 CRA, and then after that see how long it is for the next project. If you still have a lot of money, work on the superior stuff. If you're kind of short on money there, I'd probably work a little bit more on the potentials first, but typically you want to work on like 2.5 line potential, or 3, of course, if you get lucky, on the accessories first, but your accessories are going to be the one that needs to get tapped first, right, during a 15. So
yeah, that's right.
So it's a little unfortunate in the order. So you could also decide to do the accessories first if you have enough backups. But I would always get the CRA at least to like 19, right? So because that's pretty cheap, pretty free. But you still never went to grab a beer? Oh no. You blowing off OLL?
We tried to schedule like 4 times and it never went through.
Just gotta bite the bullet, man. Just when are you gonna do it? Tonight after the family party?
Is he gonna rape me, or am I gonna rape him?
Maybe it's mutual. Maybe there's not even gonna be any of that. No. Maybe you're just gonna have a good bro time, you know?
Just chilling with the homies.
Yeah, just a bro job, you know?
Oh my god.
If you're both homosexual, then maybe, you know?
Yo, socks on, no homo, nothing wrong with that.
Just, some suction, 69, nice. But there's a bright future for like the kind of treasure as well. You said you have a lot of backups there, so it mainly just comes down to making as much money as you can and just going hard during 5, 10, 15.
Yeah.
And your potentials on your superior are like good enough where they are now, but not like insane, so that you can roll over and it's not too bad. So it's all future prep. That's good.
Yeah.
I guess the earring
I
is
still
later.
don't know if I'm like dump all the money on the Kanna or just wait for the hyper burn, maybe burn something that I'm really gonna enjoy and just dump the money on it. I don't know.
Yeah, if you think the future for the Kanna is mainly going to be a support, then you can like switching into arcanes and then CRA to 19, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
definitely gonna get the
relatively
arcanes
cheap.
done.
Yeah, that's relatively cheap for like big gains, and that will allow you to get into all of that content. And you won't really need to get stronger than that. If you want to get like Black Mage and stuff, then you need to do all those things that we were talking about, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
But you could take those first 2 steps of the upgrade first, and then by that time it'll probably be Ignition, and then you hyper burn something, and then see if you
some money racked up and
and if you enjoy the playstyle way more, or you're like, oh, there's a better future for this character, then you can shift gears onto the other character. Hopefully by then you might have gotten some more backups and stuff, if it's the DS or the Fire Poison, right? If you did some weeklies on there, and then you can have more of an even ground decision where basically now it's like, well, okay, I have to start from ground zero with those characters, so if I want to, then I can only start in a year, or immediately start on the Kanna. That's a little bit unfair to compare them that way.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, it's going to come down to which adventure you want to embark on next, I guess. Maybe there's going to be like a huge Kanna buff in Ignition. Who knows? No.
Copium.
Yeah. That's the biggest cope. Maybe even more nerf. Maybe even more nerf, and then you're like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah. That's the fucking last straw. Nothing more.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take this shit.
Yeah, and in a way, it feels bad if the character that you invested on gets weaker than what it was at some point.
Yeah, but it was OP for like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Cannot really complain.
I'm glad that you're more level-headed than some other people are like, no. It's like, well, you got further than anyone ever could with so little effort. It's only normal.
I was one of those who were sitting in Arcana for like 6 hours straight, spamming the same button.
Yeah.
I'm not Unga Bunga anymore.
Now you have to like weave attacks and stuff. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Multiple buttons.
2 buttons.
Yeah. 2. Holy shit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Teleport around sometime. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess, are there equips or equip slots where you're not sure on where to go next on that?
I don't think so. I think I have a good understanding about most of it.
Talked about the secondary. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any crazy stuff changing. I mean, like
the heart, obviously, I'm gonna throw some cubes at it.
Yeah. Well, that's just a side thing, right? Like the flaming on the CRA, on the arcane, that's a side thing. Potential on the heart, that's kind of a side thing. There's no major projects other than the big star forcing for arcane, and then probably for CRA. But yeah, just if you're gonna make the decision to move over or to go like past 17, past 19 on, I would say up to 19 on CRA is still something that you can very easily just squeeze into 5 and 15.
Doable.
But if you're going to plan 21 or 22s and transferring and all that stuff, definitely make sure that you know for yourself by that point that you're going to play the Kanna longer. Yeah, to where you're going to commit, exactly. Because you don't have the luxury to spread yourself too thin with the hours that you have.
Yeah, definitely.
Do like dailies on 4 characters and then all your playtime is gone. It's a rough one.
Just want to notify you that OLL is spamming me messages and he want to have a beer with me today. So
okay, 1 beer.
If you will not hear from me from like let's say till next weekend, I'm dead.
There's a roofie chest for beer. You can put it in, and if it changes color, don't drink it. Okay, never leave your beer unattended to go to the bathroom.
Always taste your drink.
Order for yourself. Well, yeah, don't taste too much because then it'll still work. Ask the bartender to keep an eye out on OLL.
He's a little bit sus.
Just do the sus face to him. Be like.
Do you know that the rock face, that sus one?
Oh yeah. the sound effects from
yeah.
Exactly. They are Amogus.
Very sussy.
Very sussy. Yeah, other than that, anything you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I think I've got a pretty good understanding.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, did you play since Destiny? You've been coming back, right? Doing weekly bosses and stuff.
What was Destiny? The one with 3 burns?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the one that just ended, the
Yeah.
big summer event, because there was a lot
I've done
going
3
on.
burns. I've got Bishop to like 180, Dark Knight to like 205, and the Fire Poison to 220.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you had plenty. Yeah, decent amount of time to play then if you got all
Yeah.
of those done. Okay.
Yeah,
Good for
pretty fun.
Legion. And the new skills on all the classes was good.
Yeah. Like sometimes I log onto a different Explorer that I haven't played in a while, and like, oh, this is new!
Yeah. For me, it's like I log into a character, like, where are my skill points? Like, oh yeah, everything changed.
Yeah.
So it's all,
You have to redo
you have to
everything.
redo everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but it's fun.
in a good way. And the
When are we gonna get the next revamp for the Cygnus Knights? I think, right?
yeah, that's part of Ignition. So if that's
Ignition is winter. I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar.
yeah, winter update. But it seems like they were kind of pushing back the summer and winter events in Korea, and they started getting really late. Like they would have their summer events start in like July or something and go all the way until like the end of October, and it was kind of weird because it was almost blending into the winter, and then they had to push the winter back, so they're kind of like reshifting when the events are now and starting them earlier again.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it might be that our summer and our winter event is kind of close, because the winter is moving forward to make sure that it's not too late in the year, but our summer event was still the late one and lasted very long, so there might only be like 2 months in between our summer and our winter event, which is kind of strange, but might be just a one-time thing just to realign the schedule.
Okay. Definitely will look out for it. Yeah.
If you knew how did I meet Cheval, you'd say that he is a stalker. The man found me at my job and hugged me. Wait, really?
I cannot confirm or deny.
That sounds like a confirmation for me.
Cannot confirm or deny.
I have no... You plead the fifth? Against the self-incrimination.
Dude, he told me where he was working, and I.
Oh yeah.
Next day I was in the mall in there, and I just came up to one dude, said OLL question mark.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Oh no! Wait, so you found him in the wild?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's
You gotta catch him all, you know.
yeah. Yeah, you put him in your pokey sack.
We have some mutual friends.
I see.
It's super weird.
Small world, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Small country.
You get OLL back as well to be playing all the time?
I don't know. Maybe it's up to him.
It'll truly be the reunion.
Oh yeah. What he's got when we need him.
He actually he resubbed yesterday, but I think he's just really like the long grinding and stuff is just not for him. They did change the
same with me. That's
EXP.
what made me leave mainly.
They added a lot of EXP now to dailies, way more than before.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah.
Just doing symbol dailies and Monster Park and stuff is already really good progress.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on if that's enough, you know, if that's tangible enough progress for you as a player, where you're like, I can see the bar move, but you know, there's all this content I want to be able to do, and if you're not willing to put in all the time to get there, then it doesn't make sense for you to keep playing the game, and another game is probably a better fit for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, if there's anything else, you could always reach out, and you know where to find me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously.
Always welcome, and always glad to see you online in the guild and everything.
Twitch.tv Scardor.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Thanks. And you're still mod, so you know you can still time people out.
Ooh,
like
can I ban
OLL
OLL?
if they're sus. Well, there was if I remember correctly, there was a bit of a meme that went a little bit too far with banning OLL a little bit a while ago, where I was like, "Are you guys sure?" It's like, "No, it's all fun and games." And I was like, "Okay, apparently we took it a little bit too far." So let's keep it fun.
Just
and,
timeouts.
yeah, just a 1 year timeout. No ban. Yeah. Ban OLL. There was an emote for a while, right? Where he was like behind prison, I think, like behind bars. I remember.
Yeah, with his IB.
Yeah. F3 and the field shoveler, man. But yeah, good luck with everything, and have fun with your family thing today.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'll see you around.
Yeah, obviously. Bye
All
bye.
right. All right. אני אוהב אותך.
No, אני גם אותך.
תודה.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, just a quick catch up, quick chat with our good friend Cheval, and maybe we'll see him around. But yeah, he's got the tzava going on, the army duty that's mandatory in Israel, so many of you probably know about that. But yeah, if you still like the game, you still like the people in it, and you want to stay connected, it can be difficult to find enough time to both have fun and feel like you're doing something productive with your time, right? Maple is definitely a game where scaling up the amount of time that you play is kind of the maze, you know, the hamster race that you get pushed into. So it can be tricky to find that balance. So it might, I think makes a lot of sense at that point, especially if your main is more of a support, that your character eventually into the mid 250s towards 260 kind of starts running out of steam. And if you want to keep having that feeling of you know, being able to content with the homies and stuff, it makes more sense, I think, yeah, to diversify a little bit into other characters. And then when you're doing that, basically their second or third or fourth character will be like at the same place as your second character, and you'll still be able to be on the same level and do content together, and that should be plenty of fun. But yeah, I mean, if you're playing with the homies, they'll make some time for you as well. All right, thanks for watching this. Hopefully that put a little bit of perspective into the general events that are coming that you want to make sure to catch if you're making big upgrades, and also the general, you know, to refresh the general progression when it comes to which upgrades you do first between star forcing and queuing and flaming. If there's anything else, any more specific questions, you can always use the commands in my chat. I know I forgot to mention them yesterday, but you can always use the commands in my chat. We have about 200 commands freely available to everyone over at twitch.tv/Scardor, like Cheval said. And if you would like one of these sessions as well, longer session, shorter session, whatever makes sense for you. Sometimes people want to talk about bosses. Sometimes they want to talk about more like real life game balance, time management thing. Sometimes specifically about equips. Whatever works for you. Short sessions, long sessions, everything is found under the coaching command. Also, link is in the description of the video. And if you'd like to win one of these sessions for free, you can leave a comment saying that you would like to win and how much you love this amazing video and your Discord name, and I will pick 2 winners at the end of every month. So we're already halfway through the month again. September's already flown by half, so yeah, we're already halfway towards October, and I will see you in the comment section in the next video, or hopefully that didn't mess everything up. I'll see you then.